Side of my brain was completely damaged. I'd never touched a computer in my life and taught myself to program in 3 weeks.
What was the charge? Fraud?
Yeah, conspiracy to defraud. 800 million. Charlie Bronson. You're talking about someone who can do 250 press-ups with a 15-stone man sitting on his shoulders. He is one dangerous man. I was there when he took them hostage. He trussed them up like chickens in his cell. Well, let's just say there was some sexual abuse. I am English. I am not British.
Are you pro-Israel or Palestine?
Neither. Fuck Israel and fuck Palestine. I'm interested in England, our own people. Let's solve our own problems. We've got enough of them. In Liberia, it says you cannot be a Liberian citizen unless you are a Negro. If you're a Protestant, you have the right to keep and bear arms. That means any firearm. We are going to rearm this nation. You need to get rid of at least 10 million people.
I'm glad that you've said that because we are fucked.
I hate the banks. Let me tell you something, people. I want you to understand this, yeah? I went to prison for attacking the banks. I hate the banks. I still hate the banks. And they're going to destroy you unless you stand up as people and take back control. Because above all of this is the banking system which is controlling that parliament, right? You better start listening to me, people. Now the difference is, I, under common law, got 7 years and I was held in HMP Hellmarsh as a Category A prisoner. Check it out. Hello. My name's Graham Moore. I'm an English Democrat. And they've stuck their own tyrannous, low-life, corrupt judges in their place. And you, other people, are highlighting that. Do you understand that? You are the people that are highlighting that. And I was held in HMP Hellmarsh. I'm going to name them as traitors to this country, right? And you have got Margie Kane, Mark Charles, Luke Nash Jones, Tony Bugle, and the only thing you'll have in your hand is your fucking dick.
Evening YouTube, hope everyone's good. Now, as you can see by the first video, that was a premiere of something to come on the Liam Tuffs show. Now, bittersweet really, as you will see when it unfolds or whatever. Sounds great. Sounds brilliant, and we'll definitely, at this moment in time, especially off the back of being on Liam Tuffs' channel, we'll gain lots of numbers, lots of people, lots of support, and more importantly, for Graham, rip your granny off more donations. Now, Graham's been around for some time. Originally known from being in the Pendragons before it exploded at the same time. Now, the purists from the Pendragons formulated CMW off the back of all this madness or whatever with Graham Moore. Now, Graham Moore was just out for himself from day one. Would do the same shit regardless. So just promising people the world, yeah, we can do this, we can do that. Now, don't get me wrong, the things that Graham's saying are correct. The Constitution is actually the solution to a multitude of things which we can all see as problems. So, like I say, he will definitely get the people behind him just by saying all the right things that people want to hear. A very, very good professional bullshitter. Now, in the Pendragons days, people like Nathan Kirkton, Lawful Rebellion, people like Gary Clark, Black Country Patriot, was constantly having to correct Graham, and he would continuously say, oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. When it comes to law, the meaning and every letter counts realistically. Now, when he's telling people something and it's incorrect, it does matter, because it can, if you do it the wrong way or whatever, then you can end up in bother, and you can end up in trouble with the law. Now, if you do things correctly, then you'll never be in trouble with the law, because it's the law that you are using. Now, like I say, Nathan and Gary forever having to correct him on things and whatever, and on quite important things, you know what I mean? But according to Graham, no, it doesn't matter. And when you look at the bigger picture, for Graham Moore, it didn't matter, because his sole reason for doing things was to fleece people for money. He was given cars, he was given motorbikes, he was given money, he was given trust, he was given time. And he took the piss out of the people many times. Threats of violence on women patriots, you name it. I mean, he was around the Robin Tilbrook case, if you remember. All that money got collected. I think there was over £150,000 got collected. Now, what happened to that case? More importantly, what happened to the money that was collected? See, we seen Graham Moore from within, and he was forever collecting money for judicial reviews. Now, according to Graham Moore, judicial review are about 850 quid. Now, anyone that knows anything about judicial reviews, I think you're talking around minimum £50,000, up to maybe £150,000. So for all them ones that he was collecting for at £850 a throw, it'd be the right thing to ask, well, where did all them different pots of money disappear to? He was also collecting for, I cannot remember her name, the Patriot, the older lady that ended up going to prison around the same time as James Goddard was looking at prison or whatever. and James decided he was going to go guilty or whatever to avoid jail, basically. Now, the lady, I cannot for the life of me remember, I'm shit with names, but I know Luke used to help her out a fair bit, carrying the stuff and all that kind of whatever. But yeah, she went to prison. All the money collected, whatever, didn't seem to help her much, did it? Yeah. Now, the Pendragons, before Graham came along, I'd always said from day one, we will never take a penny off anybody. We will never give anybody the weapon of, oh, these are PayPal patriots and whatnot. They'll never give anybody that option to use that stick or whatever. Now, Graham Moore wanted to change all that. He was trying to do deals in the background with that, is it Aaron Banks or whatever? Yeah, all sorts of dodgy goings on in the backgrounds, arranging meetings with all sorts of people and whatnot. And that's his sole intention. It doesn't matter what he says. I guarantee you everybody that watches it will be in awe, and they will all be like, yeah, we've got to get behind him, we've got to do this, got to do that. He's only looking for 10% of the people watching it to be donating to whatever bullshit that he was running with. Now, it wasn't long ago Jupiter was pushing this fucking Graham rip your granny off more around the internet as if he was a solution. And I think at that point, I think they collected 34 grand. I guarantee that's gone nowhere. This is the thing with people like Graham Moore. Once they've collected what they've collected and they ain't gonna get any more money out of that situation just disappears. They forget all about it and they hope you do. And the next time they pop up, it's something else. Oh, we're collecting for this now. And nothing ever gets achieved, nothing ever gets done. It's just a continuous cycle of asking for money from useful idiots. And the problem is, people don't do the research. I mean, I'm hoping Liam Tuffs has actually done his research and is actually going to pull him on a few things, but honestly, I can imagine it not going that way, if I'm honest. That's where people seem to fail or whatever, just doing a bit of general research. And the moment he jumps on that show, I guarantee he will get lots of people with the idea of, oh, you know, this is great, blah blah blah, and they will get behind him in the droves, and then bit by bit he'll draw them in, and then it'll be donations time, and the donations will flood in, and then I guarantee he will just disappear with the money again. This is all he's done for the whole time that he's been around. That is all he's known for, scamming people, ripping people off. And anyone that questions that or whatnot, yeah, you'll be threatened with violence, you'll be threatened with all sorts of fucked up shit. And to be honest, he does know some unsavoury characters. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it much, but yeah, he does know some unsavoury characters, and this is why I say bittersweet, because what he represents is a real thing. You know what I mean? Constitution is a solution to many things, many of the problems that we face. And when people put the time, the effort, the trust, and even money into a person like this, and then he fucks off with the money or whatever, it kind of fucks up that situation. People think, oh well, you know, common law, constitution, blah blah blah, it don't work, you know, X, Y and Z or whatever. And it's not. It's because people like this take the piss out of the situation. They do know some knowledge. They have enough knowledge to do the professional bullshit or situation where it's one of them. If you don't know, if you're not high on knowledge around that situation, he's going to sound like he knows what the fuck he's on about. And he does to a degree, but he doesn't to its fullest extent or whatever. Because he's not asked about getting that far, he's just asked about getting them funds. It is that simple. Now, there is many people that will remember Graham Moore from around the time and whatever. Yeah, he's attacked everyone. The Queen, the veterans, all the forces, you name it, he's attacked them or whatever. Now, when I exposed him years ago, he fucked off to America for about a year or whatever to let things cool down here. Things did get a little bit out of hand, I guess. But, yeah, he fucked off to America, let things cool down and whatever. And I think the first I seen of him was when he appeared. Jupiter was pushing him around the internet, and I was like, oh my days, Graham ripped your granny off more again or whatever. Trust Jupiter to be the fucking useful idiot to be pushing him around. But now he's on Liam Tuffs' fucking channel. It's like, it's annoying because I know that the information itself, the lawful solutions and whatever, I know that they work. Now, how do I know that they work? Because CMW had put all that information in, all that evidence together, a case on each individual person, Keir Starmer, Sadiq Khan, Tony Blair, and a few others I can't remember the names of or whatever. Now, when they did the citizen's arrest at the Fabian Society, I'll put a link from that video to this video so you can see what I'm saying. The police did their job, do you know what I mean? Nobody on the day had any problems. Nobody since then has had any problems. The police actually did their job. They checked the evidence, they went through the evidence, everything was, I'll put it that way, the police thought there was enough evidence there to actually, you know, put forward a case to the CPS, and the CPS knocked it back and said there's not enough public interest. Now, when the charges were including treason, malfeasance in office, you name it, the fucking charges was all there or whatever, you'd ask yourself, well, why is it not in the public interest? But then when you stand back from the situation and go, well, who was CPS, who was the head of CPS at the time? All right, Keir Starmer. Now, when Keir Starmer is one of the people on there that's going to get charged with all these things, are we surprised it got knocked back? Or it's not in the public interest? No, it's not in your interest, you little treasonous cunt, but it is in the public's interest. Now, that case is still able to be used. There's still active case number and whatever. If we had the public interest, then we could hold those people to account. That's how I know it works, because the police are actually willing to do their job. It was the CPS that got off and just went, yeah, we'll just knock that out the ballpark. There you go, it's not in the public interest. Now, if we had the numbers now, which I think we have, to be fair, then you could hold all these treasonous bastards to account. Now, Graham Moore is just not the man for the job. He will sound like he's the man for the job. He will get all your support, and then once he's got your money, he'll fuck off. He'll be back to America or something. He loves it over there. He can't stand it here. It was only a few years ago he was attacking Tommy Robinson and whatever. So it will be interesting to see what he comes out with and whatever. Like I say, he's an interesting guy. He is a brilliant professional bullshitter. And yeah, he'll have loads of stories and shit to come out with or whatever. Now, that's all I can say on the matter realistically. Bittersweet. It's bitter because it's Graham Moore, but the sweet side of it being, yeah, people are talking about Constitution as a solution, lawful, free solution to all of his. It just won't be free when it's something to do with Graham Moore. Guarantee you. There will always be a donate button. There will always be, oh, we need to collect money for this and that and this and that, and nothing will ever come of it. So it's annoying because everyone that puts the faith and time into it and whatever, they're going to be setting themselves up for a fall, let's say. And it's one of them. There's nothing you can do because people have not done the research, which I guarantee they haven't. It will be put on that stage, it will be whatever, and off the back of that it will gain a following. Now, it's one of them, innit? When they know how to work the system and they know how to get the most out of a situation and whatever by getting themselves on certain channels and this, that and the other and whatever, they're just widening their net to catch all that cash in. That is all it is about. But yeah, it's just annoying because when people do get let down, they will be in a position where they just think, well, I'm not putting my faith into anything like that again and whatever. And by doing that, they're missing that we have actually got a free, lawful solution, which we can all unite on. We can all hold these treasonous bastards to account. You can't do that when the sole intention is to just grift and take the piss out of the people and run away with yet another pot of money. But we are where we are. It's at times like this where I'm so glad I made other arrangements a few years back and whatever, as to when this country falls apart or whatever, that I don't have to fucking have my family have to deal with the shit or whatever. And when you see people falling for, do you know what I mean, prolific fucking scammers and whatever, it just kind of shows you that, do you know what I mean, it's like, even with all these people awake, even with all this technology around us and whatever, we keep falling for the same dumb shit from the same dumb fucking people, taking the piss out of everybody around and just milking them for money. Now, Graham would be a brilliant, absolutely brilliant politician in the way that he will promise you the world and then deliver on fuck all and just act like, you know, oh, why are we talking about that, you know, that pot of money or whatever, that was so last month, that was so last year. You don't care. He don't care. He's got more front than Blackpool and no shame whatsoever. He will just rinse the people. And it's a little disappointing seeing somebody like Liam Tuffs entertaining such a fucking prolific scammer. But this is the world we live in, and lessons seem to come far too late. Now, lawful rebel Gary Clark, myself, many others to be fair, I've been warning people about people like Graham Moore for a long time. People choose not to listen, and then lots of people get had over and scammed, unfortunately. Now, that's about it really. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's about time that the real people, the genuine people, the people that have done all what they've done out of the goodness of their hearts for free for the whole time that they've been around, helping veterans, patriots, you name it. They've even helped Team Tommy along the way. Do you know what I mean? CMW are literally the best, purest, cleanest fucking group by far. They are the only people that I'll 110% stand on for and vouch for. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, people would rather entertain prolific scammers, and at that point, it is what it is. Right, enjoy, look after each other, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.